Yo, how's it going, everybody? We are at CES 2026 and I'm here with my wife. Say hi. And we're going to be checking out all the coolest and latest tech at CES 2026 here in Vegas. So yeah, come along with me as I take you guys through all these booths, all these amazing brands, all these new technologies being released. It's going to be a really good video. So make sure you guys stick around till the end. Let's get into it. So this is Navee, and at first glance, it looks like another electric mobility booth at CES. But the longer you spend here, the more you realize this brand is thinking a lot bigger than just scooters. Navee is positioning itself as a global intelligent mobility company, and this booth is really about showing how far that idea can scale. This is the Navee UT5 Ultra X, and this is without a doubt their flagship. The design takes on a lot of inspiration from the automotive world. Aggressive lines, wide stands, very intentional proportions, but what matters more is what's underneath. You've got front and rear hydraulic suspension, hydraulic disc brakes, and 12-inch self-healing tubeless tires, which immediately tells you that this isn't built for smooth bike lanes. It's designed to stay composed when the road gets unpredictable. Performance is where this gets really interesting. Navee is claiming a 0 to 12 miles per hour in under 2 seconds, and that kind of acceleration puts this firmly into what they're calling race-grade territory. Now add traction control, intelligent riding assistance, and a full 360-degree lighting system, and you end up with a scooter that's not just fast, it's thoughtfully engineered. But Navee's story doesn't just stop in the city. This is the StormX Pro electric dirt bike, and this is where you really start to see the brand expand into outdoor and off-road mobility. It pushes up to 17,000 watts of power, delivers 500 newtons meter of torque, and can reach close to 60 miles per hour. Numbers that put it well beyond casual riding. This is built for trails, elevation changes, and real off-road environments, not just short bursts of fun. It's a very clear signal that Navee isn't just experimenting here. They're serious about performance across completely different riding scenarios. And that's the real theme of this booth. Navee isn't focused on one category. They're building a full mobility ecosystem, moving from urban commuting to outdoor adventure, all tied together by intelligent systems and performance-first design. It's a smart approach, and it makes Navee feel less like a scooter brand and more like a technology company that happens to build things you ride. Now, Mobvoi had one of the more interesting booths I stopped by this year, because instead of actually launching another gadget that does one thing, they're trying to rethink how AI actually fits into real work. At the center of everything is something that they're calling the TicNote ecosystem, and it's made up of a few different pieces working together. You've got the TicNote recorder, the TicNote pods, the TicNote watch, all tied together into the TicNote cloud. But the idea here isn't just capturing audio. It's about what happens after the conversation ends. What makes the TicNote different is that it goes beyond simple recording. Conversations are automatically turned into structured files. Things like notes, documents, and task lists. All of it organized inside projects instead of sitting in a messy timeline. And the AI here isn't just a chatbot. Mobvoi's Shadow Agent 2.0 works more like a collaborator. It keeps long-term context, updates files as the project evolves, and actually works inside your workspace instead of responding to one-off prompts. The hardware is what makes this thing feel different in practice. You've got the TicNote pods, which are the world's first 4G AI note-taking earbuds, designed to capture conversations wherever you are. There's also the TicNote watch, which lets you start recording in a single press and even shows live translation right on the watch. It's a really intentional mix of both software and hardware, capturing the real world first and then letting AI handle the organization later. Mobvoi officially unveiled their entire TicNote product family here at CES 2026, alongside TicNote Cloud and Shadow Agent 2.0. Now, seeing it demoed live from the launch event to hands-on booth demos made one thing clear. This isn't just an AI feature, it's a full ecosystem. This to me feels less like AI that actually talks to you and more like AI that actually works with you. Now, next up had to be one of the busiest booths I've walked through all of CES this year. This is Thunderbot, and right away you can tell that this isn't about launching one product. This is a full ecosystem showcased around a single idea: AI in gaming. The booth is laid out in a very intentional way, moving from mobile devices to desktop setups to competitive gaming and then into full immersion. Now, a big part of that experience is the NVIDIA zone. Thunderbot is clearly leaning into deep integration here. RTX 50 series graphics, DLSS 4, Reflex 2, and you can see it in the way people are lining up to actually try these systems instead of just looking at them. Now, on the laptop side, one of the standout features is the Zero Air ultra light gaming laptop. It's around just 1.6 kilograms, but it's still pushing full performance power with Intel's Panther Lake platform and Nvidia's RTX 50 series graphics. Running AAA games with ray tracing on, paired with DLSS 4, it's a good example of where gaming laptops are heading. Thinner, lighter, but no longer compromising the experience. Then there's the AI Book 14 Pro, which leans more towards an all-day machine. A 1 kilogram carbon fiber body, a sharp 2.8K display, and smooth transitions between work and light gaming. It's very clearly positioned as a do-everything laptop. Then we have the mini PC section, which is also surprisingly impressive. The Thunderbot Mix G2 packs flagship level performance, including RTX 5090 graphics, into a 3-liter chassis, which is kind of wild when you see it in person. And next to it is the Mini GTS, which focuses more on local AI workloads, things like AI image generation, 4K video denoising, and multi-display productivity. It's a good reminder that gaming hardware and creator hardware are starting to overlap more than ever. Thunderbot also showed off a full lineup of peripherals. The F1 eSport controller focuses on low latency input and deep customization, while the EX68 optical keyboard is all about fast acquisition, adjustable trigger points, and synchronized RGB. It's the kind of gear that makes more sense once you actually put your hands on it. Now, one of the more unique pieces here is the Black Warrior Focus Sound Monitor. Instead of relying on headphones, it uses directional audio to create a private sound zone right in front of the display. So even in shared spaces, things like dorms, offices, libraries, you get this personal audio bubble without disturbing anybody else. Honestly, it's a clever solution to a very real problem. Overall, Thunderbot's booth does a good job of showing what happens when hardware AI and real-world use cases are designed together. It's not just about gaming devices. It's a connected ecosystem built around how people actually work, play, and compete. This was definitely one of my favorite booths all of CES. Now this year, Aukey's booth was focused on something a lot less flashy, but arguably way more useful, fixing the mess that happens when you have too many devices on your desk. This is the MagFusion DeskHive 5X Pro, and it's basically Aukey's idea of what an all-in-one charging setup should look like in 2026. At first glance, it looks like a compact charging station, but there is a lot packed into this thing. It's a 5-in-1 charger with a total output of 200 watts, which means it can realistically power everything from your phone to earbuds to tablets and even laptops, all at the same time. The goal here is pretty straightforward. Fewer bricks, fewer cables, and a much cleaner desk. One of my favorite details is the 2 built-in retractable USB-C cables. You just pull them out whenever you need them, and they disappear back into the base when you're done. It sounds small, but if you've ever dealt with cable clutter on a desk, this alone makes a huge difference in day-to-day use. On top, there's a Qi 2.2 wireless charging pad that actually also works as an adjustable magnetic stand. It supports both portrait and landscape phone, so you can keep your phone visible while it's charging, whether you're on a call, following notes, or just glancing at notifications. There's also a smart digital display that shows real-time power output, both per port and overall. Under the hood, Aukey is using GaN technology, which lets them push higher power into a smaller footprint with better efficiency and less heat. It supports modern fast charging standards, includes high wattage USB-C output, so it's clearly designed with newer laptops and devices in mind. This feels like one of those products you don't think too much about until you actually start using it. And once everything is charging from one place, it's a very Aukey solution, practical, minimal, and quietly solving a real problem.